Hey, Survivor. Welcome to episode 109 of the Vibrant Survivor podcast. This episode is all about 5 lessons as a narcissistic abuse survivor to carry into 2025. But first, let's self-regulate with a 4-4-8 breathing exercise, if you'd like. And I invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. Maybe shift in your seat a little bit. And we'll inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 8. Ready? Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How does that feel? Grab your notebook and pen, and let's dig in. Hey, Survivor. Welcome to the Vibrant Survivor podcast. Do you want to disconnect from a narcissistic or toxic situation and heal? Are you Googling how to identify a narcissist, narcissistic abuse, and boundaries? Are you feeling stressed and lonely while trying to avoid being sucked back in and lied to again? Hey, I'm Lesley. As a busy wife and mom, I fell for the lies and manipulations of narcissists. I wasted my time, talents, and money on users who kept moving the goalposts. I wanted real relationships and business opportunities and to enjoy life with my family. Instead, I struggled with anxiety, panic attacks, and insomnia, and I couldn't trust my body or anybody until I took a holistic approach to healing. In this podcast, you'll find tips for healthy living, trauma healing, and boundaries so that you'll have the freedom, confidence, and inner peace to respond, not react, after narcissistic abuse. Take a deep breath in, let it out slowly, and just relax. This time's for you. The fear is real when it comes to processing your experience. I know you feel stressed and exhausted with a pit in your stomach at the thought of being sucked back in and lied to again. You feel like a horrible person for going no or low contact, like maybe I'm the narcissist. The fear, self-blaming, and shaming is something we all go through as survivors. I want you to understand that you're not alone and you're not crazy. Every person who's ever been in a narcissistic relationship has felt what you're feeling right now. If this resonates with you and you're like, I'm done with fear, I'm done playing small, I know who I am, and I am not the narcissist, I want you to say yes. Today's the day. I want you to go right now to closeyourcoachingsession.com and I want you to book your call because we're going to do this together. I'm going to hold your hand and we're going to overcome this fear so that you can begin a long-lasting journey of healing. Let's do this. Happy New Year, Survivor. I hope that you enjoyed a safe, healthy holiday season with loved ones. I did. And 2024 included some really incredible milestones like graduation and college for my daughter and adding another driver to our household with my son and lots of travel, both personally and professionally. Now, it also included being a voice for the voiceless, supporting victims in court, taking a stand against narcissistic abuse, and helping survivors to identify, navigate, and heal from this insidious behavior. And bonus, connecting with some amazing people personally and professionally along the way. It was quite the year. Now, your milestones may vary, and that's okay. You may be still stressed to the max and exhausted from sticking and moving around narcissistic and toxic individuals in your life, regardless of the nature of the relationship. It could be a toxic family member or coworker or boss, neighbor, fake friend. And ultimately, you may have had to walk away from toxicity. I did. I think the important thing to remember and to focus on is to take the lessons from this past year and to apply them going forward into 2025. With that being said, here are 5 lessons as a narcissistic abuse survivor to carry into 2025 that I wanted to share with you. Number 1, the road to justice can be long and slow. just like healing doesn't always follow a timeline, neither does justice. And I saw this all throughout 2024 in numerous criminal and civil cases, whether it was teen violence, such as the barn fire incident, or Preston Lord's murder case, which is still ongoing. Both of those are still ongoing, actually. And there were others to be continued, and it can be frustrating and feel discouraging. Whether it's personal closure or legal resolution that you are seeking, survivor, the journey requires being intentional, patient, which can be really hard, persistent, which is not always easy, and a focus on the steps that you can take today and the strength that you can build on. And by the way, be sure to celebrate your wins along the way, no matter how small they are. I saw a lot of value and a lot of upside to that as well. Number 2, the system isn't designed to make anyone whole, victim or perpetrator. Now, this is a hard truth, but the system often fails to fully address the damage done or accountability. And I saw this specifically in the barn fire case, which in some ways seemed like it pulled up a little short in terms of the verdict that was handed down, at least in one of the perpetrators' cases. The other one is still ongoing because this person decided to go to trial. But recognizing that the system can fall short in fully addressing the damage done and providing, say, the level of accountability that you think it should, recognizing this can help you to shift your energy from expecting fairness to raising your voice, standing firm in your truth, seeking empowerment, and building resilience through your healing journey. And I cannot tell you how awesome it was to see victims finding their voices and standing firm in their truths in court, on the witness stand. It was amazing. In front of the media in some cases. Number 3, there is healing power in community. I always say, you're not alone and you're not crazy. Surrounding yourself with understanding and supportive people can make all the difference. This could include connecting with victim advocates, trusted friends and family, survivor groups, even kind neighbors. And this can help you to feel seen and heard and help to counter the isolation of abuse. And that can be a really powerful thing. I've seen victims tap into community resources and just finally reach out for help and experience the encouragement, the power, the strength in numbers in doing that. Number 4, relational access should be granted in proportion to responsibility. Ooh, this was so good. This was one of my big takeaways from the book that I shared about previously called Good Boundaries and Goodbyes by Lisa TerKeurst. This was so great. Not everyone deserves access to your time, energy, attention, and other resources, survivor. You should instead seek to grant access to others based on how responsible and respectful they are with your trust. This could include trust with possessions, emotions, and other valuable things. And this is a form of self-protection and boundary setting that can help you to protect your health and well-being in the long run. Number 5, it starts at home. Your hurts and healing begin in the spaces where you spend the most time. So if we're talking about childhood, ACEs, or adverse childhood experiences, can impact your sense of safety and stability and your health and well-being. And safe, stable, nurturing relationships and environments are key to preventing ACEs and helping children to thrive. And you may have experienced this personally in your own upbringing, your family history. You might have been raised in a narcissistic family or toxic environment. I know that I was, and it makes all the difference. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, when you're looking to heal after narcissistic abuse, it could be a lifetime of narcissistic abuse. I've been there. I'm with you. For help healing later on, or when you realize who and what you've been dealing with and things come to light, you can do things like making your home a sanctuary of safety and care for yourself, even as an adult. Say if all the adults in your life failed you, even as an adult, you can create that sanctuary, that environment for yourself where you can practice self-care and ground and center yourself. Even if it's in the smallest of ways, you can do some decluttering, you can add comforting elements. What's that look like for you? Is it aromatherapy? Is it soft, cozy fabrics or other textiles? Maybe creating healthy routines that can add years to your life and a life to your years. Maybe it's taking what has happened to you and then learning from that and doing the opposite in raising your own children, which is something that I've done, and that's been very powerful in terms of creating the kind of relationships and interactions even within my own family and the kind of environment that can provide my kids with a completely different experience than what I grew up with. And hopefully it can prevent ACEs for future generations in my family. Let's recap 5 lessons as a narcissistic abuse survivor to carry into 2025 from me to you. Number 1, the road to justice can be long and slow. Number 2, the system isn't designed to make anyone whole, victim or perpetrator. Number 3, there's healing power in community. Number 4, relational access should be granted in proportion to responsibility. And number 5, it starts at home. Remember, lessons, not losses, turn survivors into bosses. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this helps you to put things into perspective and reframe any shame you may be carrying around your narcissistic or toxic relationships. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. If this podcast has helped you understand who and what you're dealing with, sharpen your discernment, and move forward on your healing journey, share it with another survivor. Help me help others by leaving a review for the show. And let's connect on social. Take a screenshot, share it in your IG stories, find and tag me at The Vibrant Survivor, and I'll share your post too. I look forward to connecting with you on IG and seeing you back here. You're not alone and you're not crazy. Know who you're dealing with, know who you are. Take care, and I'll meet you back here next week. Bye-bye.